lately. A little snow, nothing major. I had no idea the libraries near me had those things until I started hanging out with librarians. Librarians are the best. Near Wilmington, North Carolina. I feel like if you looked in, I feel like you could probably search, like, there's a couple Ravelry groups that are like, for sale or trade. I think you'd be surprised. It takes a ton of research, but I feel like there would be enough. Fiber festivals are usually where people buy them because you can sit down and you can pedal at them. Even if you're not spinning, you're just sitting and pedaling, and you can usually tell which one feels right or which one doesn't. Michigan Fiber Festival round 2. I also do really like my wheel because it has a built-in lazy Kate. So it comes like this, and then I recommend getting the extra bobbin set, which is 3 extra bobbins and the little pulley bits. But if you look here, there's 3 holes. So basically, I have 5 spindles on the side and then 1 spindle on the wheel. So it has a built-in lazy Kate, which is really nice. But also, you know, it works just as great for a lazy Kate. Shoe boxes and straight knitting needles and laundry baskets and bamboo skewers. Someday, though, I'm going to get a flat iron. I'm gonna get a shacked flat iron someday. Gosh dang it. I wants it so bad. Because I'm a so you can swing the bobbin around either way, but I am a left-handed spinner. So I definitely go at the angle. The angle of the dangle. This would be so very nice, ideal. A lazy Kate is basically like sticks that you put the bobbin on that you can pull from when you're plying. Let's see if we can find some plying pictures. Plying, yarn, spinning wheel, lazy Kate. If I put all of the buzzwords in, what are the chances I'll get the picture I need? Eh. So when you're plying yarn and you have multiple bobbins, it just holds them so that you can pull yarn freely off of it without the bobbins skating all over the floor. The Acreworks Lazy Kates. Oh, the Acreworks butterfly bobbins. I want so bad. Save Stacy Wheel because monies. It was the cheapest at the time by like $400, and it still is, and I still love it. My Lazy Kate is an Amazon box, and you know what? It works just fine. But basically, so you have, you can't see my hands, so we'll go back. So you have something with the poles through it. Something with poles, so that when you're pulling the individual strands off, it can just spin and spin and spin. Because if it wasn't secured somewhere, it would be like rolling all over the floor. Because it's usually like this times 3 or 4. But also you have to remember that like 3/4 of the time you spend spinning, 4/5 of the time you spend spinning is going to be single ply, is going to be spinning a single ply. Like the plying at the end It feels like it takes forever because you usually sit down and try and do it all in one sitting, but it's like the fastest part of the whole spinning process. So like, yes, all the tools and the toys are nice and stuff, but again, a shoebox with straight knitting needles or a laundry basket with bamboo skewers works just fine. But not nearly as pretty. I wonder, let's see, wool makers. I always laughed. Well, I was shocked when my wool maker's bliss arrived. I couldn't believe it. Oh, here you go. Look, it's here. It's this big flat box. My spinning wheel came in a giant flat box. Some assembly required. It is literally the IKEA of spinning wheels. And then I got another, and then in it was a tube with all the extra bobbins. And I think I also got like an extra drive band and an extra brake band. So I had one of everything, so I wouldn't have to worry about it. And then you put it together. And it comes with nifty instructions in every language. And honestly, I sat down and I put the whole thing together, start to finish, no problems. The only thing I needed help with was attaching the wheel piece to this back piece, because you have to give it like a little bit of a hammering, and I was convinced I was going to break it. So I made Damien do it, because then if something happened, it would have been his fault. But I put the rest of it together myself in an afternoon. I was very proud. And then because I put it all together, I was already familiar with all the pieces and parts when I went to sit down and spin, which was very fun. Do you like this wheel? I love this wheel. I will never get rid of it. I would love to get a flat iron. But I love this wheel. So the reason I would love a flat iron... Okay, so this is what's called a castle wheel. So it has the bobbin over the spinning wheel. It's an upright. Classically, it's called a castle wheel, but really it's just an upright. What I would really, really like is a Saxony wheel, where the bobbin is next to the wheel. So the bobbin is here and the wheel is here, which is what the flat iron is. So this is upright. So that's why it's a very small footprint, because it's only a little bit deep and however wide. And this square at the bottom that it takes up is all the space it takes.